Hi and welcome all to what I hope will be a series of videos on Crusader Kings 3, which is a game I deeply fell in love with. I spent like an insane amount of hours on this game, doing basically everything that came into my mind. And after a couple of games of playthroughs, and with a couple I mean like dozens, you start to get bored doing the same things and playing the same way, basically speedrunning your way from a county to an empire. And I wanted to do something that felt different, that felt more fun and more immersive. So I came up with the idea of this series, which is it's not like a new idea, an original idea. There are lots of channels on YouTube, lots of series that basically do the same thing I want to do now with this game of Crusader Kings. But I just wanted to have fun. I just wanted to make content with Crusader Kings 3 and trying to achieve peace with this game. So basically, the idea is simple. I mean, you probably already read it in the title of the video, which is basically a slow and kinda immersive playthrough of the game, having like the speed of the game set to 3 for basically everything except maybe sieges, and just leaving the game, the events, trying to stay in character with the different rulers that I will play with. So when this idea came up, I searched for a goal, because I didn't want to basically go through a whole game of Crusader Kings without a goal. Also because I think it would have felt like kind of boring overall if a goal was not set. So I decided to do a game in Sicily, mainly because I am from Sicily. As a matter of fact, I come from this little town. This is my hometown, and it's called here it's called the Castro Giovanni, but I will talk about names and stuff, because I mean, this first video will probably be most talk than anything else, than actual gameplay, because there are lots of settings and there's a lot of context I have to give you before actually playing the game. So let's start with the character. Now the character I created it, and it's quite particular. I will show you a screenshot of the character creation. I wanted to keep it under 400 points, but I wanted to give him the peasant leader, and the peasant leader just gives the character like 100 points, which is kind of absurd. I mean, the minus 50% on army gold maintenance is very cool, but I mean, 100 points is a lot. And since I wanted to give the peasant leader traits and also make him somewhat decent, I just accepted the fact that the achievements were not available, and whatever. So why is he's a peasant leader? Because the story, at least the backstory of this character, is that he is, well, a peasant leader which took power by force here in this county of Casriana, and mainly because in the 1066 start, Sicily is in a very peculiar state. You have the Hauteville, the Normans here in the rest of the southern Italy, and they have actually set foothold here in Messina. And the rest of Sicily is controlled by Arabs and Islamic rulers, and also Casriana is technically under Islamic ruler, under an Islamic ruler. But for this character, the backstory I gave him, It's just him leading a revolt against the Arabic ruler here in Casriana, and actually winning the war and proclaiming himself as the count of Casriana, of the proclaiming as the ruler of this Sicilian county. And it's very peculiar because Sicilian culture here in the 1066 start is in a, you can see it's in a very peculiar state. Actually, the Sicilian culture is more in other parts of southern Italy, like Benevento, like Puglia, than in Sicily itself. And to actually give you context about the goal I want to achieve, I will briefly tell you about the history of Sicily and the fact that Sicily has never ever been under a Sicilian rule. You have the first Sicilian settlers who were native to the island, and of course there are traces here and there of these original settlers, but it did not pass long until the Greeks came over from the Achaia and actually started to found colonies here in Sicily, and many of these colonies actually came to be like the most important cities in Sicily, like for example Siracusa, or where is it? Catania. Actually, Catania is right now like maybe the second most important city in Sicily, but here is just a temple, and the actual capital county is Messina, which it's strange to me, but okay. And so the Greeks actually, as I already said, found many colonies here in Sicily. Then came the Romans and Carthago. And actually there was a time in which Romans and Rome and Carthago fought over basically Sicily. The first Punic War was basically fought here and of course other parts, but the war actually started here in Sicily. Of course the the Romans won the Punic Wars. Sicily came under Roman rule, and it was actually a very important land for Rome. It was basically known as the main source of wheat for Rome. However, after the Western Roman Empire fell, Sicily fell under Ostrogothic rule. Then, of course, there was the reconquest by the Eastern Roman Empire, and then Sicily fell under Eastern Roman rule. That until the 9th century, which actually you can see it in the 867 start here in CK3, that basically Arabian invaders conquered Sicily. And until the 11th century, which is, well, Sicily was under Arabian rule, and that was also the time the Normans, the Hauteville, came and conquered the southern Italy, and then especially not Robert the Fox, but Roger, his brother, conquered the rest of Sicily and established the Kingdom of Sicily, which, then again, it was the Kingdom of Sicily. It actually, well, like the Jure Kingdom comprehended like most of southern Italy, but it was never under an actual Sicilian nor a southern Italian rule, because the first, of course, were the Hauteville, then there were the Angevin, which were French, of course, then came the Spanish, the Bourbon the dynasty, until the Italian Wars of Independence here in northern Italy, by the Savoyan. There were, it still exists today, technically. There is a dynasty of Savoy, which was the royal dynasty here in Italy, which held like Savoy, Piemonte, Sardinia, Corsica. And they actually freed the northern Italy from Austria, and then freed Sicily from the Spanish, the Bourbon dynasty. But even then, the rule of Savoy was technically not Italian. I mean, it was, but it's very controversial, if anything. So, what I'm trying to say is that Sicily was never under a Sicilian rule, nor southern Italy was under a southern Italian rule. And the goal I wanted to achieve here with this game is actually, well, what never happened, which is making Sicily fall under a Sicilian rule, and of course then the rest of the Kingdom of Sicily. So I don't think it will be a very long playthrough, but keep in mind that I will play very, very slowly, and also I don't intend to making many cuts throughout the video. It will be mostly like a long play, which I think every video will last like 30 minutes or something like that. And yes, so this goal starts with Count Zaccaria of the dynasty of the Sturzo, and I am a clan. This is interesting, but whatever. I chose this surname, this name for the house, Sturzo, because it is a common surname in Sicily. I mean, it's also like the surname of a very famous 20th century politician in Sicily, which was also a priest. His name was Don Luigi Sturzo, to give him a little credit. And his name is Zaccaria. He's a diligent, zealous, and humble ruler. He's also a skilled tactician, and it's decent. It's good. I mean, it's good. An average steward, and basically bad at anything else. Of course, he's also a gardener, mainly because I wanted to, point out the fact that he's what's the name of it? What's the name of the word? I don't remember. Like, he works in the field. I don't remember the name for the freaking... oh, damn it. He grows wheat, okay? Let's just say that. And he's also a flexible leader, and he's a peasant leader, of course, because he led a revolt to free this county from Arabian rule. And now I think it's time to talk about this county. I chose this county mainly because it is my my hometown, but I will change the name because this county has an interesting history with the name. Basically, it's called Casriana, and if I was Arabian, this barony would have been called Casriana as well, and because that's the name the Arab basically called this city. But in ancient times, in Greek times, this city was known as Enna. It was also known by the Romans as Urbs Inexpugnabilis, which means like an unconquerable fortress, because it's very high in the mountains. You can see it like in this rough map of Sicily, but it's very high in the mountains. It's in an elevated space from which you can basically control all the area surrounding it. So it's a very strategic point at the center of Sicily. It was an important fortress. But when the Normans came over, when Roger conquered the rest of Sicily, of course they were said that this fort was called the Casriana, and the name came to be Castro Giovanni, which was actually the name this city had until like the 1920s, the fascist period in Italy. And then basically the fascist government, having to focus on classic culture, on Greek and Roman culture, decided to give this town its original name, which is Enna, and that's why I'm changing the name in Enna, the adjective to, well, ennese, which is the Sicilian adjective. I don't know how to translate translate it in English. And also the county, the barony, has to be called Enna. In this county there's also Girgenti, which is the town of Agrigento today, and then Caltanissetta. Okay, so now I think we can play. Oh no, of course, I forgot to tell you that I have some mods installed for this game. They are few mods. One that lets you to change basically any name you want, and one to give you custom nicknames. These two are mods that I don't intend to use unless, you know, in exceptional cases, but they will sit there, you know, for any inconvenience that may occur. Then we have, of course, the common fashion, which is, I really think it's a must. Like, it gives the game so much life, and I just can't play this game anymore without the common fashion mod. Then we have the better light on portraits and the better barbershop. And I think that's it. I mean, if I have any other mods, there will be a list in the description, but if I have another mod that I don't remember, just you know, be reassured, there are not mods which change the gameplay. They just change, you know, aesthetical aspects of this game. And so now we can start to play, and we can start by he's 32, because I didn't want to make him too much young. I mean, he's a peasant leader, he can't be that young. So we start to choose the lifestyle. I mean, since his first objective will of course be, since he's always zealous, will be to conquer the Sicily from the Arabs. Then I think the martial lifestyle is in order. It's actually the first one I wanted to give. And technically, you know, from a gameplay perspective, maybe the prowess would be better to make him a much better knight in battle. But since he's I consider him as a strong leader and a general, I will give him a strategy focus. Because that's the way I'm gonna play, you know, by lore, to immerse myself in the game. I'll actually obey the character traits. And yes, stalwart leader, of course, I will pick him. Then I will just go under the strategist rule tree, and I'll give him organized march and hit and run, why not? And then engineer for destruction, yeah. I mean, maybe not. I didn't check the... Okay, no, so we don't have siege weapons, but we might build them. You know what? I'll give him engineer for destruction, because I don't want to sit too much in the sieges. I didn't check the council and the courts. I will let one day pass, because sometimes the knights won't load, and many things. Also, I forgot to mention the fact that I don't have any DLCs, mainly because I'm not financially independent. So I just play without DLC. Like, the only DLC I have is the HRE garments, which I don't know why. Why doesn't he have the crown? I don't know, but whatever. I don't have Royal Court. I don't have Struggle for Iberia or Struggle for Persia. I don't have tours and tournaments. I do intend to buy them one day, but right now they are just too expensive for me. So, if we check our council, of course it will be like because they are all Islamic and Arabs, and that we have to change because we are Catholics, we are Sicilians, and we are zealous. If we look through our court, we can see that they are all Arabic. That can be a problem. Now, the first thing I want to do is to... No, not this. I want to demand conversions. Because I really have to, honestly. I really have to. I am zealous. So, if... and I'm a peasant leader, like... we are at the end of a revolution. So, if they don't want to convert, I will just have to imprison them. That's, I think, what he would do. I will also try to bring Sicilians in the court, and we are going to tell him to change the culture here in Enna, because the culture is now Maghrebi. Over time, like normally in any playthrough, the Sicilian culture would just normally spread, but I don't want to wait, honestly. Okay. Our bishop likes us, which is great. I will not seek a woman now. I just want to... Okay, wait a sec. So, I think 5 out of 6... Actually, okay, no, 5 out of 7, 5 out of 8. That's gonna be bad. That's gonna be really bad. And I have to, like, I truly have to. And they might flee from the court, but I really do have to. You are waiting response regarding another matter. Really? I can... No? Yes, I can imprison one courtier at a time. Let's see. Justice. I would like to... If you could please convert. Because, yeah, he really hates me now. But I need men. I need knights. I mean, it is not very good, but anything will do. Also, I'll try and... I mean, I need the women too, because I want to marry them to maybe Sicilian courtiers. Okay, she fled. Unfortunate. You converted. Then you are the last, which I have to... Well, not imprison since you're gonna escape anyway, but... whatever. Now, what we want to do is definitely try and find a good steward. But really, no? I can't really. That's bad. That's really bad. Like there aren't any Sicilian, no women, no men. I can marry my courtiers too. That's sad. In this case, however, I can't. I mean, I can even marry them to. Okay, no, I can marry them to someone outside my court. If we try and find a good steward, because our steward, well, you know what, I'll take him. Yeah, even though I have to convert him, but I will take him. I mean, first I'm gonna try and convert him. Please tell me you're gonna convert, please. Blessed be God. Perfect. So, we also would need like a good marshal and well, the chancellor. I think you're fine. Damn it. There's Domenico. which is Italian, close enough. He's not a very good knight, but he's a good general. I will marry, yes, definitely. And unfortunately we don't have other women. We have her, but for some reason I can just find a spouse outside my court for her. Doesn't make sense, but whatever. I will, however, also marry them. And I also would like to kind of respect their traits. He's lazy, compassionate, and stubborn. Yeah, that's fine. She's also very good in intrigue, which can be helpful because I don't want her as a spy master. Yes. Then we have Suhail. They're all Maghrebi. And I just can't marry him for some reason. I truly don't get it though. Why? Why I can marry him to others but not... That really bothers me, but whatever. Okay. Stefania came to the court, and also Domenico came to the court. Now I will change with Domenico. I also will change with Stefania. Domenico can train commanders to make them more available. Arsenios, well, you're literally the best I have. And you, please tell me I can just... I guess, I mean, they're both... Yeah, they're both Maghrebi. They're both my courtiers. I will marry them to themselves. They also have kinda compatible personalities. A treacherous villain and a vindictive lackey. Yeah, why not? Then we have Fur Priest. Let me look at him. He is humble, temperate, and fickle. He isn't a very good steward, a very good priest. And he's also very young, but, you know, we'll take what we can and we'll try and convert 10. 10 years are a lot. It's a lot, but whatever. The last thing I'm gonna do for today's video is find a spouse, if I can. Now, the Normans... No. I mean, no. I would really like to find a Sicilian, but there are literally no Sicilians. It's very strange, but whatever. I will take, however, like... Maybe someone will give me a good alliance. An Italian, it's okay. Count Anselmo. And also she's... The thing is, she's already 29, which is not terrible. I mean, probably is a good idea because the chance of children will be medium. We will not just reproduce ourselves like rabbits, but we'll make an heir. She's a good choice. Then we have Maria Mosconidi. Well, it's not a good alliance. You know, in terms of alliance, we got the County of Parma, but I don't want someone who's like 20. And like, if we are looking at... but she's a dishonorable zealot. She's too dishonorable for me, no. The hell trait is great, but deceitful and paranoid, that's not good. I mean, I would normally like ignore the fact that she's deceitful and paranoid, but I will play in character and find someone who's suitable for me. For example, Maria is it's not very good. A covetous blackguard. No. Someone was a good diplomat. might be useful. Yeah, she's perfect. Violante. She's brave, patient, and trusting. I could. Yeah, I think I will. Definitely. Like right now, she's where is she? Yeah, she's over there, like in Tuscany. Yeah, seems great. I could also try. You know what? I'm gonna first look for a Maghrebi woman, which is strange, I admit, but I can. Oh well, I can because they of course they are all Islamic. So, but Constantine, however, Constantine is more. Ooh, Constantine is technically called closer, and she's also quick. It would make sense, like, yeah. Seems legit. So I'm gonna do this. Great. Now I'm gonna try and convert her. Well, I'm gonna try and convert her later after I swayed her a little bit. So this is the end of our of this video. Glad you could see this. I know we didn't do much. There was a lot of talking, but in the next video we're going to try and reconquer the rest of Sicily, maybe Siracusa, and then Balarm. And we'll have to be quick because Robert the Fox is just not gonna stay there. He's already allied with the Kingdom of Navarra. But whatever. So thanks for watching and see you later.